Sunday Bless Club loves. Today we're going to focus on something we want to heal. So normally when we do the centering practice together, Bless Club every Sunday, always free, there's always the option to use the centering practice to heal something or to work with it to manifest something. But today I'm going to suggest, everything in my ecosystem is always optional. But the suggestion is today that you focus on one thing, probably emotional, possibly in relationship, that you want to heal. I'll guide you through this whole process. Good morning, everybody. We'll be here like 9-12 minutes. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a Q&A afterwards. So wherever you are, if you are in motion, great. If you can just be seated, 10 minutes max, a Sunday morning to just bring it all in. We're going to do it. We're going to work with color. And by the way, I'm doing the colors class today at 10 a.m. So focus today, one thing that you want to heal. My suggestion is you recall a dynamic in a relationship, just a dynamic. So we're not trying to heal the whole relationship and all the history. One thing. We work like angels work, one gold thread at a time. One gold thread at a time. Okay, so has everybody got something in mind, your intention for the centering practice? Okay, let's begin. So in the centering practice, your breathing is always natural, meaning you inhale and exhale through your nose and your mouth is closed. You can close your eyes if you like. That would be ideal. Let your mind focus on your heart center. I'm going to say a quick prayer for us because Sunday we're going to give it extra juice. We dedicate the merits of our centering practice today to the awakening of all sentient beings and the healing and purification of Mother Gaia. Full faith, so be it and so it is. Okay, now let your mind go to something really positive, a high vibration energy, a soul quality, how much you love love, how much you love generosity, swimming, hugging trees, your favorite person, kissing, a color. Okay? Something positive and expansive. You get the mind to relax. Now let your mind focus on your heart chakra, on your heart center. And you become aware that in the center of your heart, what's there? Golden, luminous light, very warm, very gold, unconditional friendliness. Now today in centering, we're working on one dynamic we want to heal. You got that? Bring it into the center of your heart. Your breathing's natural. How do you bring it into the center of your heart? You can see it as a word. You can see it as a sentence. I often see it typed in my heart chakra. You could see it as that particular moment, that thing that you regret, that was hurtful, this sticky feeling. It could just be an emotion. Breathing's natural. Just let it sit there. And you're aware that the heart space is vast. True nature is this vastness, this expansiveness. Bring these things into your heart. They tend to look smaller and much more manageable. Now we work with color. This is you being an energy worker. I'll walk you through the colors. We work with the full spectrum of light, the basics of light, as if light were shining through a stained glass window. So all of the colors get diffused. It's very kind of rainbow-like. So fuchsias, like bright, luminous pinks, flooding your heart, filling your heart, touching whatever you've brought in to heal. And then that peach color, a very light, translucent orange color, shining in all directions. All the colors that you're focusing on in your heart are radiating out from you. Whatever you've brought into your heart is basking in these color frequencies. And then you bring in those golds, very shimmering, buttery, soft yellows, glowing. This is the quality, glowing. Next color in the light spectrum is green, but very translucent, minty green, almost like a frosty green. Everything is dappled, very lit from within in the heart center. And then we've got sky blue, very luminous, shining light. And then the final color in the spectrum is that violet, but it's more like a light purple, a lavender, a lilac. But everything's very lit up from within. Whatever you've brought into the center of your heart, just basking in those colors. There's no thinking. This is energy work. You're concentrating on letting whatever you need to heal, what you've chosen with your free will, to sit in the center of your heart, your chakra, heart chakra, the only place where transmutation actually happens. You brought it into this healing space, this portal. Now you're doing the energy work. Every color has a healing frequency. I'll walk you through the colors again. Light pink, streaming healing. Light orange color, peach. Everything is glowing. Think luminosity. The golds, kind of buttery yellow, illumination, light, shimmery quality. Minty green, very healing color. Minty green. Radiance, everything is lit from within. What you brought in is just absorbing, basking. That sky blue, it's really like a glowing light blue. And then very powerful healing color, that light purple, lit from within. It's got that electric quality. It's not too dense. It's like a luminous lilac or a glowing lavender. Full light spectrum in your heart. Whatever you've brought in to heal with all your beautiful intention, basking in your heart space. Might want to have a conversation with you. That often happens. Your breathing's natural. Whoa. Okay. And take a few deep breaths. And wrap up your centering practice. All right, I'm going to hang out for some Q&A. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we are on YouTube and Substack. And if you're on Instagram, you can see that I'm having issues with filters, having a Mercury retrograde moment. I just touched my screen to see comments and questions, and we moved into, for a moment, I was on a beach somewhere. Okay, let me, any questions about color. So let me set you up with a few physics so you can keep doing the centering practice. So here's the things to know. 1, I am going to be doing Bless Club. We're going to be doing the centering practice indefinitely every Sunday for a long time. This will always be free. If I have to do it from an airport lounge, I will be here 9 Pacific, whatever that is in Eastern, noon Eastern. Okay, you can do the centering practice in 90 seconds. So I'll give you a really personal example. Yesterday, it's feeling like I failed at something. And that feeling of like holding on to the failure was bumming. I didn't, I needed to work with it, needed to do the energy work. So I did a quick centering practice. I was walking down the street, I was leaving the grocery store, quick centering practice. Think something really positive, get my mind to relax, unattached. Then I see that golden quality of light in my heart. Then I brought in that feeling of failing into my heart, and I just see it. I'm a very visual person, so I just see it as failure. I bring that into my heart and I work with all of those colors. I take some breaths and that's done. And in about 3 minutes of walking uphill on Robson Street in Vancouver, I've done the centering practice and I kind of laugh at myself. Like the failure that I brought into my heart, I feel lighter and I'm just like, I'm so not a failure. I let it relax, but I honor that feeling. This is the beauty of the centering practice. You're honoring, you're working with your feelings. You're not forcing them to become anything else. This is the other thing to know. I'm doing a class today in about 45 minutes. So at 10 Eastern, 10 Pacific, 10 Pacific, that's 1 Eastern time. I'm doing a colors class. So I'm going to walk you through the full light spectrum. This is levels 1 of the color class, what each color represents, and why we work with the rainbow spectrum when we do the centering practice. And I'm going to throw down on all the physics. It's like so sweet and so simple and so fascinating and so digestible. You go to daniellelaporte.com/class. If you cannot be there live because you have plans, Lori's coming to the class. Yay. If you can't be there live, you're going to get the color kit. It's just, I walk you through. I give you all the colors. I give you the full spectrum colors and how you use each color as your medicine for particular emotional imbalances. There is a color for love. It's pink. There is a color for healing. There is a color for vitality. There is a color to help work with emotional imbalance. Yeah. And then we're going to do the centering practice one more time if you come in a little more depth. And I'm going to talk to you about some experiments that have been done, some science experiments that really back up the validity, the efficacy, the power that we all know anyway about working with a little bit of breath, using your free will, focused positive intention, which, by the way, is the definition of blessing. You say, like, Danielle, what is a blessing anyway? Is it just vibey love stuff? Yes, but more specifically, a blessing is focused, using your free will, positive, so it's benevolent intention, or you could say attention, or you could say it's your offering. It's your offering to all the fragments of yourself, your whole self, your shadow self. It's your offering to your higher self. Thank you for being there. Thank you for illuminating my life. Thank you for life. And it's your offering to everybody around you and all the elements. Okay, so 2 things. Always have in your day planner now. Every Sunday, the same time, all social medias, I will be here for the foreseeable future. We're doing Bless Club, always free, centering practice. This is how I generate good karma. This is why my life gets better. I show up and I do this. The centering practice is the heart of my new book, Bless and Release, which is coming. We're already dropping chapters for it, and the full thing is launching soon. So you can go to daniellelaporte.com/bless. But today you can get the color kit, or you can come to my live class on colors, daniellelaporte.com/class. And if that's all too confusing, just go to my stories on Instagram and I will be there. Okay, so what do you want to heal? Breath, positive thought, mind relax, golden quality in your heart, bring it in, full spectrum. Your breathing is natural. You let it go. Most important part of this, equally important part of the centering practice is don't go thinking about it after. Whatever you brought into your heart to heal or manifest, you leave it. You did your energy work. Let it rest in the vastness. You get on with your day. Okay. It's a beautiful day to talk about all the things, color and love and Bless Club. I see you soon, or I'll see you next Sunday.